This is the 2024 Acura TLX A-Spec, and in this video we'll take a look at it inside and out. My name is Joko and welcome to Urban Auto Adventures. If you like these types of videos, make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below. It would mean a lot to me and it would help out the channel quite a bit. Now back to the TLX over here. Starting with the front of our vehicle, we have a very sportish feel to the Acura TLX. As you can see, we have these two aggressive lines leading towards the front of our vehicle. We have our LED headlights with our LED daylight running lights. Right below that, we have the sportish vents that also, help cool down our brakes here. Right below them, we have LED fog lights, proximity sensors on our front bumper, a very aggressive and very stylish looking front grille with the Acura emblem right here in the center, and overall a very sportish look of the front spoiler. And thank you to Advantage Acura here in Naperville, Illinois for lending me one of their vehicles so I can do a walk around video. I'll put a link to their website down in the description if you want to check them out. Now back to the video. The 2024 Acura TLX A-Spec is 195 inches long, 75 inches wide, 56 inches tall, and has a ground clearance of 5.3 inches. Looking at it from the side and from these dimensions, we can tell that the TLX is actually a very good-looking sports sedan of the Acura vehicle lineup. Starting off with our front wheels here, we have 19-inch wheels in the front and in the back with disc brakes in the front and in the back. We have a trim on the bottom of the car that is the same color as our body, as you can see. We have our A-Spec emblem. Moving on to our side view mirrors, which are also heated, have blind spot detection, as well as an LED turn signal here, as you can see. Door handles, which are the same color as our body. And last but not least, we have a black trim around our windows, which kind of blends in with the color of this particular vehicle. Going towards the back of the vehicle, the sportish looks of the TLX become more apparent. Starting off with our top here, we have an LED brake light with our huge rear view window. Next, we have our very elegantly designed and sportish spoiler here on our liftgate. We have our Acura emblem here with a rear view camera right inside of it, the A-Spec emblem on this side, as well as the TLX emblem on this side and the all-wheel drive emblem on this side. Next, we have a refreshed look and a very sportish and stylish design of our LED taillights, as you can see. More proximity sensors on our rear bumper, as well as a very stylish and sportish looking rear spoiler with two tailpipes coming out from both sides. Now, if you want to open up the liftgate, it's fairly simple. You push on the button here that is integrated into our taillight. And as you can see, the liftgate opened up by itself. When it comes to the trunk space that you get here in the TLX, it's actually fairly big for a sports sedan of this class. It's fairly deep and it's even wide enough here to store even a little bit longer or wider items towards the back here. But if you want a little bit of more storage, what you can do is you can lift up this thin liner here on the bottom, and this opens up a few more compartments for a little bit of extra storage. Now, this particular model does not come with a spare tire. It comes with a tire inflation system, meaning that you get the system right there, and if you have a flat tire on the road, you can inflate it and drive to the next tire shop so you can change it. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of these systems because if you have a complete tire blowout, it just simply means that you have to call roadside assistance, if you have AAA or whatnot, and it might cost you even more money. If you lift up this styrofoam compartment, you'll be able to see your car battery from underneath, and personally I would never store anything around the battery, especially not metal objects, because you don't want anything, going against the battery and creating a short in your system. But to each their own, you can do whatever you want. If you want to store even longer items, you can do that as well. You can pull these levers here on both sides. They will unlock the seats, and all you do now is you go around and you put down the seats, and on this side. And since we have a 60-40 split of our seats, you can put them down actually individually, but when you put them down together, you get this larger open space right there. So if you want to put even longer items, through to the front seats. If you want to put everything back in place, it's very simple. All you do, you lift the seats in their original place, and this side as well. And if you want to close up the trunk space, we don't have a automatic liftgate. All you do is you just close it. Simple. The 2024 Acura TLX A-Spec has a smaller 2-liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine that, combined with the 10-speed automatic transmission as well as the all-wheel drive in this particular model, puts out 272 horsepower or 280 pound-feet of torque. What you also want to know is where you put your windshield washer fluid, and it's right over here on the passenger side, completely out of the engine bay compartment, so you don't spill any windshield washer fluid all over your engine. Nice. The interior of the 2024 Acura TLX, you get a very nice elegant feel as well as a sportish design and sportish feel inside as well. This particular model has the black interior, which makes the signature red stitching of the A-Spec package pop even more. Now, in addition to that, you also get this very nice soft leather on our dashboard. You also get a very nice textured plastic here on our dashboard with some accented chrome trim on our dashboard as well. And in addition to that, you also get suede on our seats to prevent you from sliding when you're taking those sharp turns. Moreover, the TLX comes with a ton of safety and convenience features. So without further ado, let's just jump right into them. Starting off with our passenger side, you get a medium-sized glove box compartment, as you can see, that in addition to your owner's manual, can actually fit even a few other items here and there as well. Next, we have a very soft leather on our dashboard with the red stitching, the chrome accented trim here leading towards our infotainment system, which is a screen right in the center of the dashboard. It's not a touchscreen, it's controlled by a touchpad here in the center console. And I believe that Acura have finally listened to their customers and are integrating a touchscreen in the new 2025 models, but I'll be sure to check that out when I get my hands on one. Stay tuned for that. Next, we have our climate control unit, which is right here. We have a small LCD screen here to indicate the temperature, as well as physical buttons, to adjust the temperature as well. Right below that, we have our dynamic mode or drive mode selector. And the cool thing with Acuras is you actually have 4 dynamic modes. You have comfort, normal, and sport. And the 4th one is actually an individual dynamic mode or drive mode, and you get access to that by pushing on the dynamic mode button right here. Or if you push and hold it, it will open up a completely separate menu where you can adjust certain parameters of the vehicle, such as your handling, steering, and suspension to make the vehicle, behave according to your wants. Next, below that, we have our push button gear selector, our engine auto start and stop. And right below that, we have our touchpad for our infotainment system. The infotainment system comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. And right next to the touchpad, you have your radio controls here, the knob, and as well as changing the stations. Moving further back, you get this armrest here for when you're using the touchpad, which is very convenient actually, so you don't get a pain in your wrist when you're controlling it. 2 cup holders, wireless phone charging right here, as well as a armrest right here. The armrest has quite a bit of storage space inside, and you get a 12-volt outlet as well as a regular USB and a USB-C charging port inside. For our driver, you get a digital instrument cluster, a leather wrap with red stitching, as well as the A-Spec emblem right here, steering wheel with paddle shifters, as well as physical buttons to control some of the other safety and convenience features, as well as your infotainment system. From here, you can control your adaptive cruise control, your highway driving assist, your lane departure warning, and so on. On the left-hand side behind the steering wheel, you have your turn signal, obviously you know that, but it is also where you have your light control switch, and you turn on and off the lights by twisting the lever on the turn signal. To the left-hand side behind the steering wheel is where you can find actually even more safety and convenience features. You can turn on and off your parking sensors here, your traction control, your proximity sensors. You can increase or decrease the brightness of the interior lights here, as well as your electronic park brake, which is on the left-hand side there. Next are our seats, and we get these very elegant yet sportish seats, which are wrapped in this soft leather. They are heated, ventilated. Like I said, they have the signature A-Spec red stitching throughout the entire seat, as well as a cover here on the interior of the seat, which is a soft suede material to prevent you from sliding back and forth when you're taking those sharp turns. We have 12-way power adjustment in both seats with 8-way power lumbar in both seats as well. And you get memory for up to 2 people in the driver's seat, no memory for the passenger seat. In addition to that, the A-Spec also comes with a manually adjustable sunshade with a tilted and sliding moonroof, as well as a premium ELS Studio 3D sound system with 17 speakers throughout the entire car. Nice. Sitting in the back of the 2024 Acura TLX, it's not as exciting as it is as sitting in the front, but you still get a few amenities here in the back as well. When it comes to space-wise, you get adequate legroom as well as adequate headroom if you're a person of my build. You get storage inside the door in the form of this compartment right here, a bottle holder inside the door as well as these plastic pockets behind the driver and the passenger seat. Your center console is where you can adjust your vents, and you also get 2 USB-C charging ports. The seats, you get these very nice soft leather seats similar to the ones that we got in the front, and you also get the nice and soft suede lining here in the back as well to prevent your passengers here in the back sliding when you're taking those sharp turns as well. Now if you want even more comfort, what you can do is you can put down the armrest. You get a very nice and soft armrest here with a little bit of extra storage and 2 cup holders. And best of all, no matter where you sit in the car, because you're surrounded by speakers, you always get the best sound experience. And thank you for watching this far. Make sure that you hit the like, share, subscribe button down below if you don't want to miss any future video updates. If you want to see more amazing car videos, hit the thumbnail right there, and I'll see you in our next one. Cheers.